Welcome back. Louisiana has the second worst premature birth rate in the nation, with 13% of pregnancies ending in premature birth. All this according to the March of Dimes premature birth report card.
Inadequate prenatal care is one of the main reasons for premature birth, along with poverty and poor nutrition. Also to blame, medical conditions such as high blood pressure, gestational diabetes, and preeclampsia. Black women are 50% more likely to give birth preterm, and mothers over the age of 40 are also at increased risk. Another complication of pregnancy that can result in death of mother and child is HELLP syndrome.
That's right. Now, generally thought to be a form of preeclampsia, HELLP syndrome is characterized by high blood pressure, elevated liver enzymes, and low platelet count. It can literally shut down a mom's organs.
Anchor Sulla Kim introduces us to a mom who survived HELLP and the miracle baby who's defying all the odds.
That's right, Traverse and Gina. Jennifer Oberfell was experiencing some symptoms. She had some headaches and she also had blood pressure that was elevated. So her doctor ordered some blood work. And after getting the result of that blood work, Jennifer's doctor told her to pack a bag and get to the hospital right away.
I was freaking out a little bit because at this point my life was in danger. When a doctor's nervous, you need to be nervous too.
Jennifer and fiance Gino were excited to bring their bundle of joy into the world on August 25th.
The whole going through a pregnancy really didn't happen. She was just, showing a little bit, and we hadn't even really told hardly anybody.
Instead, HELLP syndrome created a very different birth story. Jennifer was admitted to Tulane Lakeside Hospital to be treated for the potentially fatal condition.
And so I'm thinking this is going to be okay. They're going to go in, she's going to give her medicine, delay it a little bit.
But when her health continued to decline, doctors said they had to deliver the baby to save Jennifer's life.
The fact that she wasn't at the age of viability yet, in the back of my mind, we were going to be delivering a baby that wasn't going to be alive.
Viability is usually considered 24 weeks, but at only 23 weeks, 5 days pregnant, baby Astrid made her debut on May 3rd, weighing in at only 14.8 ounces.
She was just no bigger than like a 16-ounce bottle of Coke.
3 days after giving birth, doctors got Jennifer's health problems under control, and she was finally able to see her baby for the first time.
She was on a ventilator that was breathing for her. Her eyes were still fused shut. Her skin was very, very, very thin.
There we go. All right.
Micropreemies, babies born at 28 weeks gestation or less, can have a host of health problems, including apnea, respiratory distress, anemia, and eye problems. And Astrid endured those things and more. Her lungs collapsed several times. She aspirated when she started feeding by mouth, leading to pneumonia, and also developed a staph infection. She then had a bad reaction to one of her medications and had to be resuscitated.
As a fireman, you see so many people in pain and agony, and we're there to try and help, and I wasn't able to put my hands on and try and help her, and so I felt just so helpless.
But even when doctors didn't hold out much hope,
the doctor sat down with us and said, she's maxing out on the only jet that we have left. She is basically suffocating herself. If we need to revive her, we really don't feel comfortable doing it.
Astrid's mom and dad knew their baby girl would fight.
I put my hands in a fist and I was very angry, but I knew she was going to get better.
And fight she did. 130 days after she was born, Astrid left the NICU.
When you go home, you don't have a healthy newborn baby, you have a stable baby.
And though Astrid still faces some health challenges,
you hear an alarm, and that could mean that she's not breathing.
Jennifer knows the outcome for her and her baby girl could have been much worse had she not had excellent prenatal care.
We wouldn't have gotten the blood work, and we wouldn't have known to go to the hospital.
Dr. Megan Howell says,
over 700 women die as a direct result of pregnancy or childbirth complications. So that's one mom every 12 hours. And over 60% of those maternal deaths are actually preventable.
Preventing preterm birth is not always possible, but there are several things expecting moms can do to reduce the risk. The most important, quality prenatal care. Keep all of your doctor's appointments. Gain a healthy amount of weight during the pregnancy as directed by the doctor. Avoid smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, and illicit drugs. Protect yourself from infections. Talk to your doctor about any vaccinations that would be helpful. And try to avoid stress. Eating healthy foods and being active every day will help. And finally, be sure to educate yourself on the signs of preterm labor. If you're experiencing any of them, contact your doctor right away. If Jennifer had not followed these steps, she and Gino would not have the baby girl who changed their lives.
I call her the Italian warrior princess.
Incredible journey there of hope. So if you would like to help the family with medical costs, we have a link on the WDSU app and the website to their GoFundMe page, and you can find more information on our website. We'll link you to the March of Dimes website. Gina and Travers, back to you.
All right.